Hello everyone, I am Akpesiri Okolosha. Have you ever wondered or asked yourself, why did God place me in this family? You've been wondering, what is my role? Why am I here? Why did why did God decide to place me in this family? Come, let me tell you. I want to share with you, let me call it a bit of the story of my life. So, um at Besiri Kolosha, like you know. So I was giving birth, by my parents, though they are late now, of blessed memory. And this one child that linked the two of them together, if you know what I mean. Yes. I have half sisters and half brother. My parents and my siblings, they love me and they care for me the way they know best. They love me and they care for me the way they know best. You know, in life, you really cannot act more than you know. I experienced love, I experienced care, but it was to the extent at which they know. So, this is the story of my life. So, growing up, I stayed with my mom, and at about age 6, 7, I went and lived with my dad, you know. So, first of all, what I experienced was having to live, staying with different parents staying with different parents at different times, you know. So, like a single parenting kind of system. And so, one of the thing I experienced and how God helped me was that somehow I lived with stepmothers, but do you know that God orchestrated everything for my good? I lived with a stepmother who practically took care of me, you know. So, am I saying that dysfunctionality of leaving both parents was right? No. But in your story, you will see how God orchestrates everything for your good. So I lived there, but what were the things I suffered from? I want to share with you some of the things even though God designed everything, and as I'm here, I have zero pain, zero shame. But these were some of the things I went through in that process. So one of them was I had to battle with not having to live with my mother. The thought, though I was cared for, in fact, I had siblings, step brothers and stepsisters that took care of. In fact, till tomorrow, I have not lost touch with the care I received from them. But let me tell you something. The fact that your mother is not there. Growing up, I was just wondering, how does my mother even look, you know? So I had to go through that. Then, having siblings apart. I could remember I was at home, and one of my sister came from my mom's side. She came, she bought me, Sister Essie. She came, she bought she brought a very beautiful cloth for me. Beautiful. She sewed it herself. And she came to see me. And she said, how are you doing? Hope they are taking care of you. Hope they are not suffering you. You know, she's just been caring. She's just been caring. I've not lost touch with that memory. But do you know what happens? I lived with my siblings apart for years. And whether you like it or not, it affected the bond. It affected the bond. Polygamy is a thing. Single parenting is a thing. Let's not take it for granted. That divorce you want to process is a thing. So, parents apart, siblings apart. What other thing did I suffer from? Somehow, lack of emotional connection. Somehow your parents cannot really connect with you the way they ought to, but because they have other issues to attend to, they have other persons to attend to. So you just be craving for that attention, but they really can't give you because their hands are full. So emotional disconnection was there, even though we tried to get it somehow, but we just know it was there. Next is I had unhealthy sexual exposure. Come, let me tell you. Have you been in that situation where you are playing as a child, innocently playing? Some of you can relate to. Some of you you were given birth to by kings, so you don't understand. So we that stayed in the Bako areas, we know what we're saying. Where you were playing, possibly you are playing your, we call it Kokoli play in those days. You're just playing your childhood play, mama and papa, before you know, somehow, something is touching somewhere. And it's going down to your private part. And because you're a child, you just feel, what's this? You kind of get a sensation and, you kind of, so do it again, you just, but for me, that was an unhealthy exposure. So what it did for me was, I felt I knew some things too early. And another thing also was that I found out that in playing with others, the next thing that gets to me is just how to go to that area. But this was how God helped me. It never really happened. When I want to go to that area, somehow, something will happen and nothing. We will not do it again. If you can relate, you can relate. If you can't relate, there's nothing you can do about it. It's my story and I own it. So, I also experienced attempted sexual abuse even from way older adults, from different, in fact, countless. But somehow, I don't know, God, there's this ability, just somehow, the strength to say no will just come. The strength to say no will just come. Sometimes I say no, So, those were the things I actually went through. And do you know the effect of this? So, God really caught me early. In the midst of this, there's somewhere in my heart that keep panting for God, I knew that this thing. But someday, I decided. I plot the graph of my life. I say, if I continue this way, it won't be good. And I invited God into my situation. And this was what happened. I was almost lacking confidence in myself, especially in the area of sexual purity. I never knew. I was just like, I think these things. But do you know, I listened to a message that talked on sexual, how to resist sexual temptation and sexual. I don't know, for some reason, that message registered something in my life. I told myself, God, I will keep my body for you. I will keep, by all means. By all means. And today, somehow, people think I'm a stubborn person. Man, I've seen it the hard way. So I've learned that if you got to follow God, follow it the hard way. So this was how I went through secondary school, university, all the way until I got married. I wasn't sure of who I was. Was I a virgin? Was I? But I just knew I've never had any penetration. I've never seen anything blood when they say virgin. I've not. I just knew I've not had those scenarios. But I just hold on to. I said I don't want to know whether anything has happened. But my take is going forward. Nobody. My body is my treasure. So somehow. And it is with that. Sometimes when I do the things I do, people say you are stubborn, man. I learned how to protect my territory. You don't just come there. So what am I trying to say? I would have suffered from... I suffered from lack of confidence. But here I am today. But there's one thing I know is that God, He believes the best of me. Even when I was yet a sinner, He was sorting after me. He kept coming after me. And this is what happened. At various times, God placed different persons in my life to act as a role model. The Bible made mention of follow those who have followed Christ. I can remember my stepsister when I got to the house at age 6, 7, thereabouts. She was in the university then, so University of Owerri. She was going, coming like that. But I had few times with her, but this was how she modeled Christianity to me. This is a lady I will see. There's a box, a big box where her mom normally keeps clothes. And she goes there to pray every day, committing every member of the family to God. She takes me to church. She was the one that first took me. I'm a person of Sister Roslyn Ifeorubo. She took me to church. I attended Church of God Mission. And I could still remember how in that church, the children teacher taught me. These were seeds. These were seeds that were sown. Hidden seeds that made me who I am today. So what happened? She modeled Christianity to me. She modeled marriage to me. I saw her getting married in 1998. She got wedded on the 12th of December. I can never lose touch with that date. She got wedded. She wedded in her house. For the first time I saw wedding, I was like, wow. And just to let you know, I have elder ones. They are not my contemporaries. They are way, way older than me. So I just had to come. So seeing someone getting married, it registers something in me that yes, sexual purity is a thing. Sexual purity is good. Getting married properly is good. And of course, I had other people that also played that role. I had my other sister's daughter, person of Sister Favor, Eyoyibo, and a friend, Ibiumi Oladosun. These people modeled chastity, sexual chastity. They modeled honoring your marriage. They modeled staying in your marriage. So either way, that thing you think your family could not provide you, there are people around you that God has orchestrated at different times. There's something called the gift of men that God has placed around you to help you. So these were the people that came my way. And now what happened? You this is how you grow from it. You don't blame people. I can't say I fought my parents for why did they. No, zero blame. In life you must own up. Take your responsibility. You are responsible for your life. You are responsible. One thing about life is we don't have a perfect setting, but we have a perfect perspective. You did not come from a perfect home, but you should have a perfect perspective on how to approach that family background you came from. I tell people your family, your background is not enough reason why your back should be on the ground. Did you hear that? Your background is not enough reason why your back should be on the ground. What does that mean? You grow to a level where you don't look like what you have been through. Don't stay there. Don't throw pity party. Don't stay there. Rise from that situation. God placed you there as a light in that family. So don't dwell in unforgiveness. Don't dwell in this one did this to me, that was why I'm not like this. Can you stand up and move? You can become many things and more if only you heal from that situation. And if you recognize the gift of men God has placed around you. So, the awesome family solution. Do you know that 3 months crash counseling section you did before you got married is not sufficient? Marriage, you learn on the job. That singles program you were going to, now that you are now married, is practical time. You also learn on the job. We need a system where we learn. And even in raising your child, do you know that your child needs a second authority, of a trusted adult to mentor that child? Do you think you can only be the voice talking to your child, before you know, this child will just say, Mom, you talk too much. You talk too much. But when there's a second voice backing what you're saying, you need a mentor. At every level of life, we need someone to mentor us. So this is where the passion for this platform comes to play. Raising awesome family, awesome teens, awesome youth, awesome couples, awesome parents. Everything family. I'm very big on family because God sets the solitary in families. God sets the solitary in families. In the beginning, God made them male and female, husband and wife, to raise children for him. So we are oh God, I believe we are learning something here. So this is what happened. You say my story is too messed up. I can't share my story. Do you know that in Awesome Family Solution, we teach you how to convert your pain to purpose? Yes. That's, you can say, I am naked but not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. Why? Because I have grown past that situation. I don't look like it. Why? I allow God to heal me. I give God the space to heal my heart. And when God heals, he heals completely. Nothing is beyond repair with my God. With Jesus, it is not beyond repair. And redemption, redeeming your dysfunctional family, is not outside the scope of specialty. It specializes in doing the impossible That's your rough and ragged family background. It's for a purpose. Do you know why I can tell you that? In the book of Judges, chapter 6, verse 15, we saw the life of Gideon. Gideon had three aspects of his family that were weaknesses. One, he came from a poor background. Two, his father was an idolater. He worshipped Baal, which God hates. Three, he was the least in his family, the youngest in his family. So by everything, he was disadvantaged. Another person, Jephthah. Jephthah's mother was a prostitute and harlot. Jephthah, being the only child from the mother, experienced siblings' rivalry, hatred. So, and yet, God called these two persons, Jephthah and Gideon, a mighty man of valor. Higher. God said, you are a mighty man of valor. So you are looking at yourself. How can I? You are a mighty man of valor. God orchestrated those things. There's no mistake with God. You can't get any mistake. Your parents can make mistake. Oh, they mistakenly meant each other. They mistake. But with God, there's no mistake with him. He orchestrates everything to work together for your good. If only you yield and surrender to him. In all things, God works. So, for those who think, thank God this is not my story. I came from a perfect home. But let me tell you something. Have you ever sit down to think, what if my family had been like this? Wouldn't it have been better? There's always the better side of life. So Awesome Family Solution is for everyone. It is our turn, and it's in our era to correct the anomalies of the society. We can see the impact of dysfunctional and toxic family in the society. Dysfunctional environment, what it plays in the family unit and how it affects our community and the world at large. So we are here to break negative generational cycle. We are here to render healing to many nations. You need to heal from trauma. We are here for you. We are here to convert your pain to purpose. And we are here to empower you to live a purpose-driven life, to fulfill your assignment for which God has created you. We are here for you. And this is where I say, welcome to the Awesome Family Solution. We bring healing, we bring hope, and we bring light to nations. We are a beacon of light, hope, and healing to nations. Welcome once again. I want you to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and drop your comments. I want you to share this to someone. And also, if you think this story has blessed you, there are many other stories, but as we proceed, you'll be hearing it as it relates to our topics. Many other stories, but I'm so free. I'm so free. I experience freedom without shame, without guilt. This is what only God can do. I'm free. So, if you can relate with my story, You have gone through things that possibly you've never told anyone. We are here to give you a listening ear. Or you've told people, but nobody truly understands because they've never been in your shoe. I normally tell people, you have not been in my shoes, so I don't expect you to understand. You are not from my setting, so I don't expect you to understand. Or you've been this person that you've gained so much confidence of yourself that people start telling you you are stubborn, you are arrogant, and you're thinking, am I not supposed to? Confidence is a thing. Build your confidence. So we're just here for you. We are here for you. You're looking for someone to talk to on deeper matters. You want to heal. Your heart is broken. God is here for you. Through us. Welcome once again to the Awesome Family Solution. Thank you so much for your time, and God bless you. Bye.